without further ado, put your hands together for our next performer, Awesome!
Doing tonight. Well, like I said, I'm Azza. I'm glad to be here. This is my second year doing the talent show. It's funny because like last year, I'm more nervous this year than I was last year, which is funny because like last year was my first year doing it. So like I'm backstage today and well this afternoon and like I'm going through my phone and I'm like trying to calm myself down and like I'm on Facebook and I'm getting one last Tinder session in. By the way, how many of y'all got a Tinder? Raise your hand. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. I'm pulling my phone right now. I got the matches. I'm matching at least half of y'all out here. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. All I'm saying is like, some of y'all got boyfriends and girlfriends, but you out on Tinder like single. That ain't none of my business though. I'm just saying. Y'all sending me messages like, oh, why they call you Chocolate Thunder? Does your boyfriend know you asking me why they call you Chocolate Thunder? So anyway, I'm backstage and I get a text message from a friend and she's like, Ozzy, you gotta shout me out tonight. And I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. And she's like, well, if you don't, like, I will find you. And I'm like, normally, like, I can just brush off stuff like that off. You know, like, she's like, oh, I'm gonna drop kick you. And I'm like, I'd like to see you try. Like, you know, if you can pick me up, you the real MVP. If you can pick me up, you can drop kick me. Like, we'll just go from there, right? But she's like, hey, so normally stuff like that, I just brush it off. But I learned at a very young age that people will not hesitate to tell you the truth. And they can tell it to you in a brutal way. And I learned it was the week before my 9th birthday. And I had been really naughty that week. And I had stolen something from the grocery store. Normal kids are stealing, you know, toys and stuff. I'm out here stealing gummy bears from the grocery store. And so my mom's like, you know, I'm not gonna punish you right away. Like normally I would have gotten a spanking or a whooping. But she's like, I'm gonna wait until your birthday and I'm gonna punish you then. So I'm like, man, crap, I'm not gonna have a birthday. So anyway, I have a birthday, I got all my friends there, you know, I got a cake, ice cream, singing happy birthday, and right before I blow up the candle, she's like, okay, honey, make a wish. And right before I blow up the candle, she kneels down and she's like, by the way, Santa's not real, Jesus is white. And that just rocked my world. Like, I'm just a 9-year-old boy from the hood, like, I don't got much to hold on to. You're telling me like the fat white guy that comes every Christmas down my chimney is not real? And that my Lord and Savior is not black? And here I'm thinking Bethlehem's in the ghetto, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm thinking. But like I was having a conversation similar to that with my friend Allison. We were down in the slick and we were talking and she just, all of a sudden just says, Azza, you know that everybody on campus knows who you are, right? And I'm like, nah, you're just joking, Allison. She's like, no. Everybody on campus knows who you are. Like, I bet if you were in a room of people and you asked them, like, how many of them knew you, all the hands would go up. So you're like, all right, you know, I know science. I know how to do hypotheses and all that, so we're going to put that to the test. So I'm going to ask y'all, prior to tonight, how many of you know who I am? Recognize me from how many of y'all seen me at Molly's, you know, friends, whatever? How many of y'all seen me at, like, Stitches or the rec center? Ah, y'all lying. Nobody goes to Stitches, and I don't work out. So the last time I worked out, Horizon wasn't even fully being done building. That's the last time I went to the rec center and I had to work out. Like, low-key, I had to like GPS where that place is. A lot of people, they come up to me and they ask, you know, Azza, like, what's the best part about being, you know, going to Oshkosh? And I say it's definitely the people that you meet. Like, you guys are, every one of y'all is what makes Oshkosh a special part about being here. Chill, like, and you know, starting, you know, freshman year, I lived in Evans Hall and I met a bunch of new people. And sophomore year, I lived in North Scott. And junior year, I lived in North Scott. And I'm still in North Scott right now. And so that's kind of like an awkward conversation with people because, you know, they'll come up to you and they'll be like, oh, Ozzy, like, where are you living? And they'll be like, they'll expect you to hear like, oh, like Wisconsin or Scott Street or whatnot. I'm like, oh, no, I'm in North Scott. And a couple people are like, oh, you're in North Scott. You're 21 and you're in North Scott. So ever since then, I have to promise myself, like, I'm not going to be like a 28-year-old of just like living in the Scots. That's my promise to myself. I might be 28 living in Groenhagen, but at least I'm not living in the Scots. So. Definitely, if this was Harry Potter, Groenhagen would be Slytherin. No offense, but like, you know, it would be the Slytherin of this campus. The very odd question I get a lot of times on campus is like, Ozzy, what is the worst part about being a student? And I had to think about it for a while, but I definitely think the worst part about being a student here on campus is being broke. Being a broke college student. Like, you know the struggle is real, especially for me, if you got more Titan dollars than actual money in your bank account. Like, I was on my UWO portal last night, and I have like 200 Titan dollars. And I have $80 in my checking account right now. So, if any of y'all need a meal, like, I can buy this entire room a meal and, you know, downstairs. But, you know, if we gotta go, like, to a real dinner, like, we might be struggling. We might be dining and dashing. So, that's the real struggle. I want to thank everybody for letting me be up here and talk to y'all, let y'all laugh. So, love y'all. Follow me on Facebook.